The Feather Foundation is an inspirational organisation, which is why we are inspired to come on board. At Prospect Public Relations, we have been involved with various community organisations and events, most recently the Queenscliff Music Festival and the Melbourne City Mission. This campaign, focused around the development of the Feather Enrichment program, oozes potential, and our extensive research already undertaken has proven this.
We have identified sponsors, volunteers and families as the target publics for this campaign. As the Feather Foundation has limited resources, sponsors are essential to the Feather Enrichment program. We will target sponsors from local organisations to provide support and services needed to operate and develop the program. Examples of this sponsorship include accommodation, cafes, restaurants and recreational activity providers. Volunteers are the heart of the Feather Foundation, and without them, the organisation wouldn't exist. This campaign aims to generate more volunteers for the organisation, as well as encourage existing volunteers to contribute more of their time to the new program. The target age for volunteers are those considered to be Generation Y. These people usually range from 21 to 31 years old. Targeting potential volunteers will ensure the enrichment program runs smoothly and becomes successful. The enrichment program is essentially focused on helping families affected by cancer. Families with at least one member affected by the disease will be targeted by this campaign. During the awareness stage of the campaign, we will be focusing on gaining sponsorship and volunteers. These areas are vital for the initial development and continuation of the Feather Enrichment program. Families will be targeted once the Feather Enrichment program has developed a solid base. This is when the implementation stage will begin.
We decided to incorporate the colour purple as the theme colour for the Feather Enrichment program, as purple is known to be a colour that represents a calming and uplifting effect. These are attributes the Feather Enrichment program embodies and are key aspects of the program. They highlight the aim to provide those suffering from cancer and their families with a weekend of rest and relaxation. When considering a slogan for the Feather Enrichment program, we have come up with 4 words we believe epitomise the program and its aims: engage, empower, excite, and enrich. We believe that these words reiterate the message at the Feather Foundation and reinforce the purpose of the Feather Enrichment program.
We have come up with some tactics which we believe will help us achieve our goals. Social media, including building a webpage for the Feather Enrichment program, Facebook and Twitter, among many of the other various social media sites. Much of the population receives their information from the internet, so it is vital for us to promote the program online using a cross-pollination technique which involves promoting programs through online channels. The next tactic is print media, which includes posters, newsletters and brochures. Brochures and newsletters aim to keep sponsors and potential sponsors, volunteers and local businesses up to date on the progress and events occurring within the enrichment program. Posters act as a promotional tool which will help create awareness to a wider audience. E-newsletters will also be used to keep sponsors and volunteers up to date, but on a much more personal level. These above tactics will help us achieve all our goals as they help us communicate with the media and the targeted audience. Another tactic to help us create awareness of the Feather Foundation is having an ambassador. Carrie Bickmore has had a personal connection with cancer and would be the perfect candidate as she appeals to a wider audience which includes Generation Y. The final tactic of ours is to hold an information morning tea. This event will be held in Halls Gap to bring together the local businesses, potential sponsors and volunteers to create awareness and educate all our target publics on the Feather Enrichment program. As Halls Gap is a small community, newsletters, posters, media releases and the website will be used to promote this event in the area. Through our research, we have discovered that the Feather Foundation is based around and heavily relies on volunteers. Our aim is for this campaign to succeed with little or no budget. We believe we can do this through donations, sponsorship and awareness, which we aim to achieve through the tactics previously discussed. The Feather Enrichment program will run for 12 months, which we will be dividing into 2 halves. The first 6 months is based around creating awareness and gaining sponsorship, while the next 6 months is about implementing the Feather Enrichment program and preparing the Feather Foundation for the upcoming year.
We see this program as having great potential to reach a wide audience in the Halls Gap area, as well as throughout Melbourne and Geelong. With cancer a disease that touches everyone in one way or another, our aim is to promote the Feather Foundation and the Feather Enrichment program as much as we possibly can. The newly established Feather Foundation has the potential to become one of the leading cancer-related organisations in the country. Through our goals, objectives and tactics, it is our aim to engage, empower, excite and enrich.